I tried to come in on the PS4 but it said your broadcast had been stopped. But here it is still streaming on YouTube. Smile.
I'm back. $150,000. I'm not going to go that high on that. Bentley, huh? This thing's going to be expensive. It's clean. Just needs some work. I'm not going to pay over 150 for it. This is probably my last bid. Yeah, they can have it. It's not worth more than that. Top right, it tells you car value.
I just hopped on Dirt 2.0.
You have fun with that, Rick. 72,000
Starting the
first one.
Rallycross Championship for the first time.
The DLC cars actually have the legitimate names like the Bentley or the Ford, stuff like that. This one's not a DLC, it's one of the regular ones that came with the game. That's the reason why it doesn't have a name telling what it is. As is SCEO. Not sure how you would say that.
LOL.
we have to pay more than what I'm willing to pay. Yeah, screw it. They can keep it. If I have to, I'll go to the junkyard and find something there. I'm not leveled up enough to be able to fix the body all the way, but I can redo the rest. Ooh, GTO.
This car mechanic simulator game seems to be much more fleshed out than I imagined or would have thought.
Oh, wait till you get into having to replace the tie rod and steering rack, and the you go in, you have to actually replace the piston and rings and rebuild all that. You can do engine swaps on these. Like if I wanted, I could pull this engine out and put a supercharged engine in it. I might be able to put a Hemi on it. Okay, even if I gotta pay more than what this one's worth, I still want it. Got it. Put that one in the garage. Before we start working on this one, I'll go ahead and go to the junkyard and see what they have there. I don't think I have any barn maps. I got a bunch of junk though. Alright, off to the junkyard.
I pissed in the toilet pee. My message is being dictated is very delayed smile.
Well, I like having the message read to me. So if I'm sitting there doing some sort of action style game, then I don't have to worry about trying to turn and read the messages as they're popping up. Wow, this thing looks like a big pile of poo. Most of the engine's missing. I don't really feel like messing with this thing. This thing's junk. All those red spots you see, that's the parts that you can just look at real quick and tell they're completely blown out. Most of the exhaust is missing. The back seat and driver's seat's gone. Steering wheel appears to be gone. Most of the engine's missing. Part of the air box and air filter's gone. Yeah, I've not built one of those engines before, though. That'd be something new. We'll come back to this. Maybe we'll take it. I doubt it, but we might. So you have to check all these little piles, because like this one here just lit up yellow. You can check them, see what's in there, which I don't want any of that. I don't have a way to repair glass. Belts are junk. When they're gone, you just throw them out. And that's only got 17%
I like
life
that
left
feature
in it.
also.
Doesn't do me good. And I just got one of these.
That's so cool that you can go around the junkyard. By the way, that reminds me of how great the Mad Max game is.
Mad Max game confused me on one part. I couldn't get the grapple hook or whatever it was. We were supposed to pull down a door or something like that. I couldn't get that to work. I got frustrated and just quit playing it. So this one got one carburetor. The one I've got has two. Mostly engines. It's just gonna be more work than I feel like putting into a junk.
Red means damaged.
Yeah, red and yellow. Yellow is light damage. Red is total loss. Alright, I'm just gonna skip all the piles. I never get anything out of them. Let's just see what other cars they might have here. You just learn to know what you're looking for as far as like I can tell all this stuff is just piles. None of those are cars. You'll learn where they will be sitting at. Like sometimes there will be a car sitting here. Sometimes there'll be one over here. For now it's just looking like there's only those two.
How much did you purchase this game for? Digital or physical? By the way, did you look at War Tile yet?
I did look at War Tile. I'm not sure it's going to be something for me at the moment, especially with the price and everything. This game, I want to say I paid $30 for it for the base game, and I got a digital download. And then I wound up buying a bunch of DLCs to go with it. Like I bought all the DLCs you can get.
My dictated messages are delayed by 2 minutes or so. Lol.
Yeah, the whole stream is a little bit behind the messages coming in. Just because of what the engine is, we're going to go ahead and buy this one. Head back to the garage. We're going to fix up the GTO first.
Ketchup and mustard.
Ketchup and mustard, huh?
Cherry and lemon. How many cars have you flipped so far?
Oh shoot, dude, I have no clue. Not exaggerating, I'd probably say 60 or 70. See, if you want, you can also go to the phone and you can get client jobs. Like you can get someone has got some work they need done on a car. Like this right here just needs a brake. I don't have any space for them to pull it in. Whoops. Let's hope the job's still there. So they bring the car in.
I just thought Wartile BC of the miniatures in ADK looked kinda cool, shrug smile.
Yeah, they did look kind of neat. The game looks like it reminds me of something that was called Heroescape, with the way the tile game and everything's laid out. I'm gonna take the client's car. I'm gonna test drive it, find out what's wrong with the brakes, and then I'm gonna take it to the test path and put it on that. Load times get to me sometimes, but
The
overall it's
messages
not too
are
bad
so
when you're
delayed
actually
that
in the
they
area.
become out of context, lol.
I see them come in when you say them, but then the actual video has it delayed more.
Oh shit, 60070. You've been playing this for a minute.
Man, the handling on this thing sucks. It's probably got a bad tie rod or steering rack in it. Move the car to the test path. And then you go in the garage
So
over here
cool
where
that
the
you
test
can
path
test
is.
drive. Can you drive around the city map?
No, they've got like an abandoned airports and stuff like that you can drive around. So here you can test brakes and suspension. forget what level it is I'm trying to get to. But one of them makes it to where I can start fixing the body on cars. Whew!
The
That
handling
one
is like
disc
Dirt
is
Rally 2.
blown out.
LOL.
Well, at least in Dirt Rally 2, I can see there's other cars hitting me and knocking me around. And this right here, it says faulty parts found. It's got them all lit up exactly what it is I need to fix. So we're going to move it to lift number 2. I'm just going to knock this thing out real quick. It just says... Thought I said booster, I was wrong. It doesn't. Time to get to work. See if I have any on hand. Hey, look, I do. Don't think I have any problems. Nope. So we know we need at least one drum. Come over here and see what we can fix, because sometimes you can fix those calipers. Well, I was able to fix those. Not that shoe, but I was able to fix the other. Come in here into the shop. That should be enough to put this thing back together. Oh, I bought the wrong part. I do that too often. Waste so much money. Get these brakes put back together and get the client back out on the road.
Do you still vape?
Nah, I gave that up back in November. Like end of October, 1st November, something like that. I quit doing that. If you know anybody wanting to buy some stuff, I'll sell mine. Come in here and check. Everything's checked off. making $848 on that. I spent $530 making $840. 300 bucks. And then you come in here and just
I've
sell.
actually kinda wanted to check out the new Animal Crossing. Fun, soothing, addictive if you allow yourself to get into it. I play.
Yep. Yeah, I've heard that Animal Crossing can be really good, and there's supposed to be that new one on the PS4, I believe. Alright, let's flip this GTO. So, Rick, tell me, should I go all high performance parts on this, or go back to original?
The PC game called My First Car seemed cool. This reminds me of it.
Huh, never heard of that one. Gotta go through and pull all the bushings out and all the bolts and everything off of this. And you eventually get to the point where you just know what's what and what goes where, what comes off the what.
What made you give up vaping? Were you just tired of messing with it?
I just wasn't enjoying it the way I used to. Right after I gave it up, my insurance actually said that if you were vaping, then they were going to start charging another $500 a year to do it. So it's like I gave it up right before the cutoff time was. Like everything was okay when I was doing it. When I stopped doing it, I started having some sinus issues and stuff. Kept getting sinuses were getting all clogged up and everything.
Animal Crossing is Switch exclusive, Nintendo.
Oh, I guess I'm not playing it then. 'Cause I'm not buying that stuff. Already got this.
Go high performance part.
Will do. Already got a few. Alright, let's see here if I can find out what parts I've already got that are performance. Looks like I got a fuel filter here, that red one. Because there's a gray one, there's a red one. That red one's a... You can see how it's got the blue above it instead of gray. That lets you know that they're performance parts. I've already got a clutch plate, flywheel, and the pressure plate. Man, I want to replace a bunch of junk on this. Alrighty. Wrong button. I'm not going to buy up everything yet, because I don't know what all I'm going to need. There's the fuel pump I need. Can't do anything else with brakes. I'm going to hold off on getting the gearbox stuff. So we're going to come back up here. I know I need a gas tank. I don't know what else I needed on the, as far as the rear suspension goes, so we'll just kind of play it by ear. Put in that. We're going to put in the high performance fuel pump.
I wish my shithead brother was still vapping, that little dickhead, laugh out loud.
I need a... That is almost never bad. If I can find it. Move it to the leaf sprung. There it is. But yeah, you can see all these different parts in here you can get. Just go through and you start putting all the pieces back together. Yeah, sorry I'm not the most entertaining individual to watch play video games. I know some guys are really good about talking things up and with the audience and stuff like that. I'm just not quite as good as that.
Are you using earbuds W an inline microphone?
No, the microphone I'm using is actually, it's a Nyko, N-Y-K-O, and it's push to talk. It's got push buttons on the back, and so it mutes the speaker whenever I push the button, and it engages the microphone. When I let go, it reverses it back. I'll put this other side back together, and we'll be ready to start on the front. Nope, I forgot to do something on the other side. Need something to hold this thing in place. It'd be bad to get this thing all put together and be missing a part like that. The leaf spring plate and the U clamps. This is the game I play when I just want to play a video game and chill and not have any kind of stress to it. Ooh, that brake is shot. See, that's what I was telling you about having to change out all the tie rods and all this kind of stuff. You actually have to put
Please stop being
the
so
shocks together.
entertaining. I'm going to have to report you and your channel for being too entertaining.
Oh darn. Hey, did you see that that video I posted of the thunderstorm a couple nights ago? I was surprised. Last time I checked, that video had like 250 some views on it. I hope most of this stuff can be repaired because this is going to be expensive.
If you don't lower your entertainment levels, then something will have to be done.
I could always shut off the live stream if I needed to, but, I'm not going to worry about it. My front suspension is out. See how much of it I can put back together.
Can you get it fully assembled and then realize that you missed some pieces or parts and then have to disassemble?
To a point. If you notice, like, how things will light up green, that lets you know what you can do. This piece right here lights up green, but yet your upper and lower A-arms are not highlighted at all. It's because you can't put those in until you get the steering knuckle in. You get the steering knuckle in, then other pieces start lighting up. And like those bushings, you have to have the bushings put in before you can install the whole A-arm. I need to buy a shock. I'm almost positive I want to buy a sway bar. Yep, sway bar B. And then your tie rod you always have to buy, and the links and all that. I just start buying some parts I know I'm gonna need. This is where playing the game a bunch actually comes in handy, because I've gotten to the point where I know certain parts I need every time because they can't be repaired.
It makes no sense, the random delays.
Yeah, you can thank YouTube for that. Or maybe me getting myself red flagged so much on Facebook.
Yes, I did see the storm video. That's cool about all the views.
Maybe you even have a way to put tires together, take them apart, balance them over there. Here in a little bit I'll be getting the cherry picker out to pull the engine.
I think it's cool that you stream your gameplay and casually chat. Nicely done.
Oh, thank you. I like to do it. So I need to be level 30 to unlock this. And that's where I'll be able to respray vehicles and stuff like that. It's got, it looks like it's a paint shop, dyno, and another lift. And then level 35 I can start fixing body parts, so I'll be able to pull something out of a junkyard and completely restore it.
I could see a factory assembly worker job game being a thing. And maybe even fun if it were gamified right.
I haven't seen one for factory workers, but I have seen ones for restaurant workers. Oh, forgot to buy those. See, I'm on like a simulator mode where you actually have to level
What
up.
are
and
you getting red flags so much on Facebook for?
Oh, why am I getting red flagged on Facebook? Because they don't like the truth. They're ran by a bunch of snowflake liberals, and they don't like the truth about stuff. I am forgetting to buy things. One of the things I don't like about the game is I'm bad at like first person shooters and stuff like that, where you have to be able to move the reticle around the target, free aim style. And this has got an aspect of that where you're trying to line up on a little piece like this. I'm just no good at that, so it takes me a while to line up on them sometimes. I wonder if I could use a keyboard and mouse with this game. Can you use just any keyboard and mouse with a PlayStation, or do you have to use the the PlayStation brand? Alright, front end's put back together. Oh, you can do custom license plates for these too.
I could envision a game like Dr. Frankenstein Simulator where you have stealth and you have to sneak out to different cemeteries and to and then
Dig
you
them up, bring them
perform the
home.
operations to bring them back to life, etc.
Oh, that would be fun. I would get into that game. I've got the game Goat Simulator. That thing's stupid as anything. It's kind of funny though when you ram a goat into a truck, send it flying, or get your tongue attached to some hot rod that's going around in a dirt field, and you end up flinging out and knocking people over. So it's kind of funny with like that, but in general, it's just kind of a dumb game. A better quality one? Nah, I'm gonna save that for a one of my own. Pieces like that one I like to keep for myself in case I want to flip a vehicle, or not flip a vehicle, but if I want to rebuild a vehicle to keep in my own garage. There's the dual carburetor engine there. We're going to pull out. And then add engine to green. There we go. Just like that. So I like to sell all the parts that are 99% or less. That way I'm not selling my perfect parts if I'm selling everything else. It keeps some room stored up. I've already gotten rid of my shocks, so I don't need those anymore. I do need at least one tire. Oh, I got two different sizes. I got a 275 60 16 and a 255 60 16. So the 55s are my fronts, 75s are my backs. I've got a website on my phone I like to look at where I can go and adjust tire sizes and keep them about the same. It's like if I wanted to go with a small sidewall. Alright, time to start tearing this thing apart. It's good to pay attention, like right here it says Radiator fan, V8 OHV for overhead valve. You want to keep tabs on stuff like that, so when you go to buy them, if you need to, you got an idea what you're buying. I still screw up and buy the wrong stuff all the time.
I'm surprised you're not good at FPSs. Have you inverted the y-axis? That's how I typically play.
Oh, I have to have the y-axis inverted. I used to fly RC airplanes, and that's the way they are.
Peripherals, keyboard and mouse at.
You know that old RC airplane club that was outside of Thorntown years ago? I used to be, I think it was called Lebanon Aeronuts. I used to be a member of that. Back when I was 16, 17 years old, Dad and I would go out flying an airplane. Man, this engine's gonna look good when it's finished. I can actually go through and just build engines and have them sitting in stock. So whenever I'm ready, I can just pull an old engine out like this, and then grab a new one and put it in. Just
They're
drop.
pretty great for what they were striving for.
What were they striving for? Something entertaining to waste your time? Silliness?
I love the Katamari Damacy games.
Is that who made that? This is the tedious part that I don't like, is having to deal with all the valves. At least it's only the rods and rockers you have to worry about. You don't have to actually take the springs and valves and all that out. It's like the engine heads are already completed for you. Alright, I just got ready to try to take the engine head off, and I heard it ding, but then I need to look down. It still had the exhaust attached to it. See how it's red? That lets me know that I have to take this off first. Now, the first-person shooter that I really got into was back on the PlayStation 2, SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs. That was the one where you could actually talk to your squad mates and command your squad and send different people different areas. And it used a USB microphone where you could actually, like, physically talk to them. And when you would go, you could go online and play. I want to say I was ranked in the top 3,000 in the world, and it had like 300,000 or something like that played it. Or 300,000 at the time when I was playing. I really hope this engine block isn't busted. If it's broken, I might actually just build a completely different engine for it. Maybe a supercharger. The last one I built and put a supercharger in, I had a transmission in it where I could tune it. And I took it to the drag strip, trying to get it to reach over 200. I think I had the thing up to like 216, and then when you hit the end of the strip, it takes control away from you, and the game stops the car.
The art club
I want to
outside
crash that, or the game
cool,
crash
though.
that thing in the wall and flip it over and everything else. Oh, you didn't know about that there was a club out there? Yeah, they're not out there anymore. I don't know where they're at now. Oh, that broke. What was that, an engine head, I think? That's okay, I don't mind those breaking. I don't need them putting high performance ones on anyway. Alrighty.
They were ultimately striving for games that were fun and had a surprising amount of content, but also that were intentionally bad, which led.
Gotcha. Alright, let the parts buying begin. V8OHV. Alternator. There's the camshaft. Need 2 of these 4-barrel carburetors, $674. think this is the one I need. So I'm going to take a gamble and buy it. I've already got a fuel filter. I've already bought my fuel pump, so I don't need those. Coil, distributor, cap, rotor, wires. Ooh, I can do an intake manifold. Sweet. Eight pistons. Power steering pump. I think this is
That's
the
cool
power
about
filter I need.
Socom. I remember those but never did play one. The Time Splitter FPS shooter games were great, still waiting on S.
I don't think they'll ever come out with another one. They've got too much competition, like the Call of Duties and all that. I can tell I've done this too many times. I don't even know what exhaust parts I need for that. You get some push rods. I know there's more stuff I'll need, but I'll come back and get it here in a minute. Oh, need piston rings. Putting the beast back together. Wish I had a dyno. I don't have it leveled up enough for it yet. Because you can dyno tune them and everything else if you have it. There's a sandbox mode you can do. If you're not doing career mode like what I'm doing, you can do a sandbox mode where it unlocks everything for you at the very beginning. Gives you unlimited money so you can do whatever you want. I played around with that a little bit just to get an idea of what it was like. Ultimately, I like doing it this way where you actually have to build yourself up to it. Flip it back upright. Keep on assembling. Ooh, I already had one of these. That's some money I didn't need to spend. Whoops, wrong piece. There we go, that looks better. Did you ever play Overwatch? I'm glad this game doesn't require you to put all the seals and everything in place. Trying to get those things to line up in this game would probably be
Splitters
a
was in
pain
a
in the
league of
butt.
its own. It had a great nicho, great humor and also level editors and lots of cool hidden extras.
Never heard of that one, Time Splitters? Yeah, I played Overwatch for a while. I started at beta, but then it got to the point where my computer couldn't keep up anymore when they had upgraded their graphics. I'm glad I didn't have to buy those. I always end up buying the wrong ones. You was asking about pieces missing and have to go back and redo them. These stupid little clips right here. Got one on each side of the distributor. Either these or the ones on the air boxes for some of the engines. I hate these stupid things. Ooh, pretty pieces. So now I'm doubting I've got the right gear. No. Might as well buy the timing chain and serpentine belts while I'm here. Oh, forgot about needing an oil filter. That might be a little bit important. Don't think I'll get this thing tuned to be able to hit 200, but we might try it. I don't think that changes the value of it. It's just kind of a waste of time, actually. I don't know why I just don't buy a dozen of those things and just keep them on hand. Water pump pulleys. I always forget to buy them.
No, actually I never did play Overwatch. Is it free to play? I think I have it installed on my PS4 and I've been meaning to check it out. Ma.
They have free weekends every now and then. So the beast is back together and looking good. Install her in there. Move this back where it belongs. Put the oil in, because I always forget to do that. Oh, that looks good. As much as I want to sell this thing, I may have to keep it, because this thing's looking good. Oh, gotta put, oh, wait a minute. That's part B, and we also need a clutch release bearing. Two of those. Okay, I got too many of these transmissions. I need to sell a couple of them. Alright, I think we're ready to put tires on it. And then we'll need to do the body panels. Alright. 255, what was it, 255 and 275? Yeah, we're gonna put standard size on there. But since we did all that upgrading, we'll just put regular race tires on it. What was it 23560, wasn't it? Yeah. I always keep getting those numbers screwed up. Alright, there's my tires. Now what rim do we want? What rim does it have on it? Rim Retro 06. We'll put these on instead. We're getting there, almost done. That'll be my 2 front tires. One of the back tires installed and go get this thing put on the car. Alright, that's what she looks like before we do body panels. I don't think I should do body panels, because it looks like it's in really good shape. I actually, frame and interior 100%, not all the parts. It is the first car I've done and I actually had it all on 100%. I wonder if I can take it to the test track. Yep, it's going to let me drive it. By it let me drive it means I've got everything installed that needs to be installed. Whoops. Handling on this game sucks. But with this being a GTO, you know, Pontiacs were built to go faster than what they were capable of handling. So. This thing's sliding all over. Alright, let's take it to the drag strip. And Rick, you're coming up with some strange photos.
I've been wanting to get a sim steering wheel and mount it set up for a while. Would be so nice.
Expensive, and you gotta have room to do it. But yeah, I'd love to have that. Especially one with a good force feedback in it.
I think they're funny the way they rhyme with my name and the way I create the visualization to go along with it, LOL. It's fun for me and I.
Yeah. We're hitting 163's top end on this. Oh, and there it goes. Game takes over. Just to crash it for me.
That's what has held me back, not wanting to allocate that amount of money to that, especially without trying it out in person.
There's actually a dealership here in Indianapolis, one of the Hubler dealerships, I believe, and they had one set up where you could actually go in and drive one of their cars. Like they had the game, it was a Gran Turismo game, and they had it locked onto their car. So that you could go in there and play Gran Turismo with their car. Alright, I'm going to come over here to the parking. Well, actually, what kind of car was that? There was a fake name on it. Fake name is Chieftain X, or TBX2C. So now I'm going to look for the Chieftain. And it's not in there, because that's the Bandit. That's not the one I'm looking for. There it is. This one, yeah, body's in 75%, global parts. Frame's decent, interior's kind of junked up. We'll flip this one to sell at some point. As you can see, you need some work. But since this one's 100% restored, I'm deciding I'm going to keep it. whenever I get the dyno tuning and spray booth and stuff, I'll come in, maybe make this classic black into like a pearlescent black or something. I wonder if I can change out the headlights and stuff. I wonder what the shop might have.
I saw a drone racing game that looked pretty cool.
Oh yeah. It looks interesting, I just don't think I'd be any good at it. Can't do any special parts on it. So I'm spelling it wrong. That's what it is. There we go. I don't feel like changing out the hood yet. Put chrome mirrors on it instead of these black ones. Put the newer headlights in that one. Alright. Move this car. Parking. And that is a car flip. Wait a minute, I just thought of one more thing I want to do to that car. I want to put custom plates on it. See if I can remember how to do this. Alright, let's call this Oh, free air. Apparently it did not buy them. Go back and try this again. I think I got it that time. There you go, Rick. Custom plate with your YouTube name on it. Since I've got a barn map, I'm going to go ahead and see what I can find in a barn. Now, in barns are always guaranteed there's going to be one crate in there somewhere. Crate's going to cost $200, and you're not sure what's going to be in it. It's all going to be good condition stuff, but it might only be worth 20 bucks, it might be worth 400, you don't know. And there's always 3 items in it. Nope. There's the crate. Now that, I might be able to fix that brake shoe. Ooh, what do we got here? Check out that old Camaro with a straight 6 in it, huh? No swap options. That kind of sucks. And that's the only car in here. Aw. Bummer. Thing's not even worth buying. It looks like at least most of the parts are there. I know you can soup those up and they're decent.
Sweet. Nice plate, thank you, smile.
Yeah, this thing's junk. Can't believe there's no swap options for the engine though. This thing would be prime for swapping and putting like a supercharger in or something. They want 18,000, car value is only 17. No. We'll just leave with our crate. So you playing anything at the moment? Trying to clear out some of the junk I've got in here. Got so much stuff. Alright, let's see what's in this crate. Yeah, it's all stuff I can sell. Wait a minute. That intake manifold might be useful. Nope. So I paid 200 for the crate, 20 bucks for that, 48 for that, 270 for that. So made a little bit of money. This thing is going to be a waste of money. We're just getting rid of it. Yeah, right on. You want to get on there and game together on something? What in the hell did this person do to their car? Hood, trunk, rear bumper, left headlight, right headlight, front windshield, left body window. Oh my god, they just want everything redone. I think I got all the parts they wanted replaced. So here's something interesting on this game you can do. I know I've got all these parts down here I need to replace. I know my thing's screwed up a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple pieces onto a shopping list that I don't need. But then I'll just add everything I do need. Alright, so now I've got a shopping list. Come to my computer. Go to body. Open up my shopping list. Then hit search. I think that's all the pieces. Oh, missed one. In the trunk. I just saw it pull the license plate off too, so I gotta make sure I put the license plate back on it. I'm gonna put the trunk on. And there she be. GTA, we got some races. I just made a new race today we could do. You should be able to go to my profile and look to see what games I actually have that we both have. Oh, I got a new crate. Freebies. Hope there's a barn map in here. Nope.
Are you able to choose from different sounding horns to equip the cars with?
No, you can do that on GTA, but not on here. I got a car that looks like the General Lee with Dixie one.
Simulator game yet? The Pimp Sim is good also.
I haven't heard of either one of those, but I do have for the Xbox 360. I've got Playboy Mansion. I don't have that with me though. There are prostitutes in GTA that you can do your thing with and then kill them and get your money back. Man, I could work on a Maserati if I wanted. Whoops, there it went. Not anymore. Oh, some dude heading back from a party with his father-in-law's FMW Roadster hit a pothole and needs it fixed. It is possible he's ripped the entire front. Maybe even needs a new oil pan, new engine. Ooh, those rims are shot. Well, at least it's drivable, so I know it still has an oil pan. UFC could be fun. It's been a while since I've played it. Man, this guy's got a heck of a father-in-law if he's letting him drive this. Ooh, yeah, the suspension's gone. Alright, let me save this game and shut it off and I'll get on GTA. Oh man, yeah, this thing's done. Holy moly. Yeah, it would be fun. Dirt 4 might allow it because I have raced other people in Dirt 4 before. You should see the track I made this morning on GTA though. It was quite interesting. It's an off-road race where you go up by the lumber and then you end up having to climb Chiliad and down the other side. The finish line's by an old farmhouse. Alright, I'm jumping off here. I'll see if I can find you on online. I'll send you a game invite or party request or something. Alright, well, thanks for watching the stream, and we'll see you guys later.